This video is about the Republican Party. I explain how the party came into being and what principles it represents. The Republican Party was founded in 1854 in the United States. It was formed by a coalition of anti-slavery activists, modernizers, ex-Whigs, and ex-Free Soilers. The party's initial focus was on opposing the expansion of slavery into new territories. Its first presidential candidate was John C. Frémont in 1856, though he did not win the election. The Republican Party quickly became a major political force in American politics. Abraham Lincoln became the first Republican president in 1861. He led the country through the Civil War and is remembered for abolishing slavery. Other notable early Republican presidents include Ulysses S. Grant, who served 2 terms from 1869 to 1877. Theodore Roosevelt, who became president in 1901, was known for his square deal domestic policies and conservation efforts. William Howard Taft succeeded Roosevelt and served 1 term from 1909 to 1913. The Republican Party has traditionally advocated for conservative policies. These include lower taxes, reduced government spending, and a strong national defense. The party generally supports free market capitalism and opposes excessive government regulation of the economy. Republicans often emphasize individual responsibility and limited government intervention in social issues. The party has also historically supported a more isolationist foreign policy, though this has varied over time. The Republican Party has traditionally been strong in rural areas and small towns across the United States. It has also had significant support in the southern states since the 1960s, a shift known as the Southern Strategy. The party typically performs well in the Midwest and Mountain West regions. Large suburban areas have often been competitive between Republicans and Democrats. The party has faced challenges in many urban areas and on the West and East coasts. The elephant has been the symbol of the Republican Party since the 1870s. This symbol was popularized by cartoonist Thomas Nast in Harper's Weekly magazine. The color red has become associated with the Republican Party in recent decades, particularly in electoral maps. The term Grand Old Party or GOP is a nickname for the Republican Party. These symbols help create a visual and verbal identity for the party. Republicans generally advocate for lower taxes and reduced government spending. They often support a strong national defense and increased military spending. The party typically favors less regulation of businesses and industries. On social issues, Republicans often take conservative positions, such as opposing abortion and supporting gun rights. The party has generally been skeptical of climate change policies and favors domestic energy production. The Republican National Committee, RNC, is the main organizational body of the party. It is responsible for developing and promoting the Republican platform. The RNC also works to elect Republican candidates at all levels of government. State and local Republican parties operate in all 50 states and U.S. territories. The party holds a national convention every 4 years to nominate its presidential candidate. Several influential presidents have come from the Republican Party. Dwight D. Eisenhower, a World War II hero, served 2 terms from 1953 to 1961. Ronald Reagan, who served from 1981 to 1989, is often credited with reshaping modern conservatism. George H. W. Bush and his son George W. Bush both served as Republican presidents. These leaders have played significant roles in shaping American policy and the Republican Party's identity. The Republican Party has faced various challenges throughout its history. It has had to adapt to changing demographics and social attitudes in the United States. The party has sometimes struggled with internal divisions between moderate and more conservative factions. Economic policies and the role of government have been ongoing sources of debate within the party. The Republican Party continues to evolve as it responds to new issues and seeks to maintain its electoral competitiveness.